Hey everybody, West Texas Stacker here. How are y'all doing? Hey, let's talk about Social Security for a second. And will silver save you? As you may or may not know, Social Security age, the retirement age, is going up. Read a little article in the newspaper today, or not in the newspaper. Does anybody even read the newspapers anymore? I doubt it. But anyhow, it came across the local news and it was about the Social Security retirement age. It says Social Security change in 2026 may impact retirement age. Here's what to know. A decades old Social Security rule is set to push the full retirement age to a new high. Horrible, man. Like we don't already work enough as it is. So it goes on in the article. It says, looking to retire next year, you might want to double check your full retirement age. In 2026, a decades old rule is set to push the threshold higher for when retirees can receive their full benefits. Golly, they're going to work us right into the grave. The full retirement age, or FRA, is the age at which people can start collecting full retirement benefits, according to the Social Security Administration. And the FRA is calculated by birth year, but monthly payments are based on the number of years worked and income over that period. While it is true you can retire well before the full retirement age, doing so will reduce your check by as much as 30%. If you retire at the age of 62, shouldn't the retirement age be 62? So, if you work your butt off from 18 to 62, you're going to get 30% of your retirement benefits from Social Security. For the upcoming year, the Social Security FRA is set to be 67 for those born in 1960 or later. The increase comes as the final stage of a 1983 congressional amendment intended to support the program's finances. I mean, I don't know what y'all have heard, but the money that they take for Social Security now is coming out of our checks. And if there's no Social Security program when we're to hit retirement age, for those of us that are a little bit younger, who the heck's going to pay our retirement? Or Social Security? I guess it's not necessarily a retirement plan, right? The FRA, this is wild right here. The FRA has increased by 2 months each year since 2021, with the current age set at 66 years and 10 months for those born in 1959. Next year's increase will affect those born in 1960 or later, meaning they might have to wait until 2027 to receive full Social Security benefits. I mean, folks, this is something we're paying into. We've been paying into it since, some of us have been paying into it since before we were adults, for those that started working at a young age. Retirees who delay receiving benefits until age 70 will receive a benefit amount increase according to the Social Security Administration. And then it just goes on. Almost 75 million people, including retirees, disabled people, and children, currently receive Social Security benefits, according to the latest data. How do I know my full retirement age? Boy, I don't that it ain't even worth looking at that, because by the time I reach retirement age, it's probably going to jump up to 85. I mean, if it's going up 2 months, if it's been going up 2 months a year since 2021, then we're in for it, right? So the cost of living adjustment for 2026, millions of Social Security recipients will get a 2.8% cost of living increase to their monthly checks beginning in January. Well, this is a huge raise right here. That 2.8%. So the 2026 COLA, the COLA, the cost of living adjustment for retirees, translates to an average increase of about $56 per month, agency officials said. Oh boy. Recipients received a 2.5% increase in their benefits in 2025 and a 3.2% increase in 2024 after a historically large 8.7% benefit increase in 2023 brought on by record 40-year high inflation. I'm not sure who's president then. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can drop that in the comments. In the previous 20 years, the COLA has averaged 2.6%. Over the past decade, it's averaged about 3.1%. So, folks, the retirement age is going up. Can silver save you? I believe it might. Of course, it ain't going to save our eternal souls, but I believe as far as a secondary to a Social Security check when you hit retirement age, if you make it to retirement age, I mean, let's face it, some of us probably aren't going to make it to retirement age. I mean, I hope and pray that we all do, but, odds are we're not. Who gets the money if your spouse ain't around and your children are grown adults? Who gets all that money you paid into Social Security? Things that make you go, right? Anyhow, stacking silver and gold. I didn't throw any gold out, but stacking silver, could it help along the way? $401ks, 401ks were just a supplemental retirement. Somehow they found loopholes to make that into your supposedly full-blown retirement. I'm not a big fan of that, but I think that silver can help you. I'm not sure if it'll necessarily save you, but it'll definitely help. I mean, we're getting the big green weenie either way you look at it. And I know there's probably a lot of people in the stacking community that are already in retirement age, which is totally fine. Y'all have served your country well and been in the workforce for many years, well deserved. But with these increases in age, folks like myself, what do they want? They want us working until we're 85? Hey, everybody, your new retirement age is 85. That's why it's good to have some of this. Stock that up. Stock this stuff up. Stack it up. Stack it up, because I guarantee you it's going to help you out. If everything goes right, I got another 20 years of stacking silver. If we can put this away as much as we can, right? It may be used as a little bit of a hedge for retirement. You know, I wouldn't go sell the whole stack all at once, but you know, during lean times, you could afford to get rid of a few ounces. Anyhow, tell me what you think in the comments. Am I just blowing smoke, or are we getting the wool pulled over our eyes? Simplify. God bless everybody.